What's up, guys? I hope you're having an awesome day. Today we have another spooky video. We are reacting to scary cults that will brainwash you if you give them the chance. These cults are notorious for brainwashing their followers and making them do the most messed up things. But yeah, before we get started, as always, don't forget to subscribe, be a part of the Socially Awkward family, and follow me on Instagram. Links are down below. Give this video a like if you love SpongeBob. I know I still do, and I'm 20, so don't be ashamed. And as we go along, comment below which cult you think is the scariest, and if you've ever heard of any of them before, and share it with all of your friends, please. Our goal is to hit 300k subscribers by the end of the year, and I need your help, so please share it if you like the channel, and I really hope you do, because I love you. But yeah, we are reacting to scary cults, and I just wanted to say, when I found this idea and I was putting it together, I was like, ooh, this is nice and scary, it'd be perfect for a video. But then I thought even more about it, and I realized this would actually be very good for you guys to see and learn about, just because I really think it'll help show you and help you learn that when it comes to adults and just people in general, they can be very deceiving and persuasive when they want to get something out of you. Right now, I am speaking to all of the young kids and teenagers and even young adults who may be watching. Please listen to me when I tell you people like this are perfect examples when people, especially adults, have bad intentions for you, like they want to hurt you. They will say whatever they can and say exactly what you want to hear to get you to trust them. So when it comes to these things, please trust your gut and listen to your parents when they tell you not to get in the car with strangers, because they know a lot more about the world than you do, so trust their wisdom, please. Anyways, I think we are ready, so let's do this. The Manson Family. This is probably one of the most famous guys out there for a cult. So this guy is Charles Manson. He was the leader of the Manson family. Charles Manson was an American criminal and cult leader. In mid-1967, he formed what became known as the Manson Family, a quasi-commune based in California. His followers committed a series of 9 murders at 4 locations in July and August of 1969. Actually, the caves where his cult would meet up, they're not too far from me. They're probably like 15-20 minutes tops, but it's so creepy. The Order of the Solar Temple. Well, that's not creepy at all. The Order of the Solar Temple, also known as Ordre du Temple Solaire in French, and the International Chivalric Organization of the Solar Tradition, or simply as the Solar Temple, is a cult and religious sect that claims to be based upon the ideals of the Knights Templar. Okay, so they follow, like, the rules that knights used to follow way back in the day, it sounds like. I mean, as long as you don't come at me with those swords, we're fine. Do what you want. Heaven's Gate. This don't look like a church, it looks like a game show. Or it looks like one of those late night commercials that you wake up to at 3 a.m. Heaven's Gate was an American UFO religious millenarian cult based near San Diego, California. It was founded in 1974 and led by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. Okay, so they worship UFOs and maybe aliens? I don't know, it sounds weird. Children of God. Oh no, I know about these guys. The Family International is a cult which was founded in Huntington Beach, California. Why are all these cults in California? In 1968. It was originally named Teens for Christ, and it later gained notoriety as the Children of God. It was later renamed and reorganized as the Family of Love, which was eventually shortened to the Family. Okay, that sounds normal and super chill, but these are one of the most messed up organizations ever. They were very known for brainwashing their followers into thinking it was okay to have very inappropriate relationships with children. Like, they made it a normal thing, like you should be doing it all the time. I'm not gonna say exactly what they did, just know it was very inappropriate, draw your own conclusions. But yeah, it's very messed up. The Branch Davidians. I hope I said that right. The Branch Davidians are a religious cult founded in 1959 by Ben Roden as an offshoot of the Davidian Seventh-day Adventist Church, which had been established by Victor Hodef in the 1930s. I cannot read, dang! So this cult was later joined by this guy named David Koresh, who basically made it so famous. He was known for physically disciplining the children when he was training them to fight some huge battle against the government. And he would tell these kids to call their parents, their own birth parents, dogs, and call him their father. And he would give the girls, who were as young as 11 years old, these plastic stars of David, signifying that they were ready to bear children with him, a grown man. Sicko. Honestly, these cults disguise themselves as a religion just so they can abuse children and commit crimes, I swear. Scientology. Everybody probably knows Scientology. I definitely know it because I'm an actor, and when I was really into acting, like doing background work all the time, everybody would talk about it. Because Scientology is very well known for Tom Cruise being one of the main members, and there's a bunch of other celebrities they have in there that they push out all the time trying to get more followers. And what's his name from Grease is in it too. What's so weird about Scientology is they state they have religious beliefs, and they're called the Church of Scientology, but they say in itself, it is not a church nor a religion. What part of that makes sense? And I researched this briefly, but they have this weird shock therapy that they basically zap you in the head, trying to help you find your inner purpose in life and your meaning. And it's just really weird. What's so weird about it is no one has proven that they're a cult, but people always come out with documentaries and testimonies how they had to escape and hide from them to get out of it. And there's all kinds of stories about how they try to get underage kids and seclude them from their families who aren't members. Like, you're not allowed to talk to people who aren't in the church. How is that not weird? NXIVM. Oh, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. So this guy originally founded this thing as a self-help organization, but it was a disguise just to brainwash people and get them to commit crimes for him. They did some nasty stuff. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because this guy is just weird. The Ripper Crew. This one's weird. The Ripper Crew, or the Chicago Rippers, was a satanic cult and organized crime group composed of Robin Gett and 3 associates. All those names, I don't want to read them because they're complicated. They were suspected in the disappearances of 18 women in Illinois in 1981 and 1982. Yeah, they weren't just suspected, they definitely did murder 18 women, and they mutilated them for a satanic sacrifice. And you want to know what's the most messed up thing about this? The guy, Robin Gett, who is kind of the leader of this group, I think, his boss at work was John Wayne Gacy. The guy who a bunch of people think the movie It is based off of. He would dress as a clown for children's parties, and he murdered, like, I don't even know how many young boys. And he hid the bodies under his house. That just goes to show you, you can't trust any adults. Even if they're entertaining your party, they could be sick in the head. But that just is so crazy to me that his boss was a serial killer. One of the most famous serial killers ever. They didn't say if there was any connection other than that to them two besides he was his boss, and that was how he got caught, but there has to be some other connection there, like they had to have been working together. The Fundamental Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That is a long title. So this is a very violent and destructive cult. They practice polygamy and force women into multiple wives marriages, where the guy has a bunch of different wives and you just have to be okay with it. And they would do that with men of all ages. And they didn't have a choice. This cult, with the fact, engaged in forced and arranged marriages. So these women had no choice, and they were all being brainwashed. So they made them think that marriage was all they were meant to do in life. So it was like a privilege to be sharing a guy. That's just sick to me. I don't like sharing, okay? Try to take my chocolate bar and I will bite your hand off. So try to take my man? Girl, we have a problem with your rainbow shirt. I mean, pretty similar to mine, but I'm not in a cult. The People's Temple. So this cult is the most well known for the Jonestown Massacre. He killed over 900 people because he convinced them to drink poison. It was a mixture of something and cyanide. And if you tried to leave or you disagreed with anything, you were taken care of, which means you were probably murdered. Like, there's a bunch of different stories of people who spoke against him and they mysteriously died. One guy was crushed by 2 trains, another girl died in her car, and it's definitely not just a coincidence. I think how he got people to join the cult was through social progression, something like that. Like, this was during the time when racism was still a huge thing. And he got people to join because he was like, oh, racism is obviously wrong. Let's help progress society together. Something like that. I'm probably not explaining it right. But that's how he convinced so many people to follow him. But yeah, this is probably one of the biggest, most well-known mass suicides in a cult ever. But yeah, that's insane. He convinced almost 1,000 people to drink poison. Like, how can you brainwash people like that? That's insane. So, to all of you young people out there that may be watching, I hope you took something from this. Please listen to your parents' advice when they warn you about strangers and to be careful when you're alone, because these people brainwashed their followers, especially young manipulative children, to follow them by telling them exactly what they wanted to hear. They're very deceitful and persuasive, so please be careful, trust your gut, lock your doors, and run. But yeah, I hope you had an interesting time with me learning some new stuff about murderous cults. Please be sure to give this video a like, comment below which cult you thought was the scariest, and share it with all of your friends so you can warn them about cults. Again, don't forget to subscribe, be a part of the socially awkward creepy family, and follow me on Instagram, links are down below. But yeah, that's it for today, so I will see you awesome people next time.